So here's the funny thing. I finished this sketchbook and was like, oh, I should do a sketchbook tour, realising I'd finished this one ages ago and actually forgot to do it. So I'm going to go through this one and then I'll go through this one another day. So if you're new to this channel, this is mostly just like a sort of diary of my progression in learning how to draw art. So these two are from a challenge called Ahmed Eldori's 100 Heads. So this is number 80 and 81. So I was just doing the sketches pretty light on my coffee breaks at work, and then when I had more time going in and playing with inking and watercolouring, I like this one because of the sort of blurriness, gives it that feeling that she's kind of underwater. I was learning gouache as well, so I just went and got some of these. This is just a dude I saw on the street, and not a very good sketch, I understand it. And this is my favourite dog on the internet, Mr. Bubs. If you don't know who Mr. Bubs is, I recommend you go and Google Mr. Bubs. Margu, one of those adorable characters from Klaus on Netflix, also a really good film. Yep, so that doesn't need any explanation. Oh, I made this sketchbook, by the way. I made it by hand. I was pretty proud of that. It's the first one. I don't know if you noticed the second one I made as well. So, there's heaps of YouTube tutorials on how to do it if you want to do it yourself. Again, this is just some noodling about with some gouache paint. And my wife went and drew this little dinosaur for me. So I drew him again. My mate has a band down in Hobart called Ragged Hollow, and I was just sort of come up with some, if I had to do album art for a band, what would it look like? He didn't request I do that at all, that's just for my own amusement. This is Rayla from The Dragon Prince on Netflix. This one here is a character from a short story I wrote for NaNoWriMo. So, NaNoWriMo was a challenge that happens in November where you write a whole novel in a month, and a Drabble version is where you write 100 words every day. The posing I took from an X-Man who wears a helmet. I think he's called Juggernaut. Yeah, I'm still not very good with anatomy and stuff. This is also from that little short story. It's Megan. She's drawing me an octopus at his birthday party, and then she said he'd turned 7 years old, and later we realised that's actually quite old for an octopus, so now he's got some little age lines. Again, just screwing about with gouache. Megan's got in here with a business penguin. Not sure what's going on with that. More gouache screwing about. I should really not draw every little thing that comes into my head, but whatever. You can see sometimes I get bothered doing some way decent hands, and then I also can't be bothered. This one got a lot of likes on Instagram. Oh, if you do want to follow me on Instagram, it's Yucky Pigeon. I haven't worked out how to change the YouTube name to match that name, because if I change my YouTube channel name, then it, to Yucky Pigeon, it actually signs all my emails with that as well, but I'll work it out one day. I was pretty happy with this actually in the end. I just wanted to see mostly what, if you use shading with watercolour and hatching at the same time, how it looks, and I think it gives it a nice texture. I quit smoking this year, that's exciting. So I haven't had a cigarette in like, gosh, well, not since then, because I quit. I've had some slip-ups over the new year, but like 2 months anyway. This is a fountain near the lolly shop in the city I live in. That was an idea for someone asked me if I could draw their partner with Winnie the Pooh. I don't like that at all. This is some fan art from a vampire character in a video game called Wargroove that I really like. If you ever played Advance Wars on Game Boy when you were a kid, Wargroove is very much like it. Because everyone was drawing Baby Yoda, I had to do a Baby Yoda. Also at the time I was watching The Witcher on Netflix, and there was like a thing that attacked him, I can't remember, and I was trying to draw it from memory, and that's what I got. It's not actually what it looks like at all, by the way. I was coming up with a D&D character based on Don Quixote called Murderland, which I haven't used yet because I don't have anyone to play with, actually, so more time to focus on art. This is my old D&D character. There was a person who could do grafting in the party, so he stuck a tentacle on his head. Anyway, he died and went mad. In that order, actually. This is just sketching out some witch-like thing, again, trying to get my hands better, but that's a forever uphill battle. Kawaii Thanos. This is some copy markers, and some colour pencils. Dr. Zeus, like the Cat in the Hat style. This is where I just decided to sit down and actually get better at more expressive cartoon eyes and just experiment a bit more. I do not like horizontal pupils, it makes things look like a frog, so I'm not doing that. Trying to look at like what makes things cutesy and what makes things not cutesy. So this is, I guess, coming into shape language where pointy things are not very cute, but round things are cute. This here is off a Vivzy Pop thumbnail, which I really like her art style. So this is my to-do list of things to study. This is a little landscape sketch of the Highland Lakes here in Tasmania. So the banks are right up here, and these are old trees that are all stuck out in the water, which have died. I did a little watercolour painting of that. It's floating around here somewhere. This is my friend's dog Emmy. She's adorable. There we go. We're like Gecko. I've only just noticed this boy has a beefy neck. Someone's cat used a colour coda. The cat's name's Keaton. It was on Reddit, Gets Drawn. Used to use a KB bot. I was going to use this for like doing some really bold, just solid blocking in shadow shapes, but I didn't in the end. And this is pretty much what I did with myself for my holidays. Just got a thing on YouTube called Has Been Hotel. I just really like the designs of them. So I didn't trace them out, but copied them out to try and learn a bit. That was a quick sketch of a dude from a band called, I think, Steam Powered Giraffe. It's pretty cool there. I don't even know what you'd call it, but the gimmick is the three dudes in it like dress up like robots and pretend to be androids. It's a little comic because my cat absolutely adores playing in the laundry and pulling the laundry down off the little air dryers. Just again some doodles. This is a guy I used to know called Alex Wallace. Lives in America or Canada, I think now. But I just got bored and couldn't think of anything to draw, so I put on Facebook. It's like, oh, what should I draw people? And this one guy's like, me, of course. Little old lady in Hobart suggested to draw a pint of Guinness. Someone wanted a Balrog, so I did the Balrog doing his lo-fi beats to chill / study to because he does want to pass. This is a little dragon from a Netflix show called The Dragon Prince. I thought I misspelled that, but I think his name is Azimundius. A duck getting out for a duck. My friend's greyhound. And these are all suggestions from Facebook still, by the way. Sounds like, why did the chicken cross the road? My friend Av, he runs like the Van Diemen fencing club, so he wanted a little Tyrannosaurus Rex fencing, but he's got little short arms. Oh, who was that meant to be? God, you can tell it's not a very good portrait if even I can't remember who it's meant to be. Mick Jagger, that's who it was meant to be. This is my drawing, like, there's that Kesha song which is like, we'll kick him to the curb unless they look like Mick Jagger, and I was just wondering what he must have felt like the first time he heard that song. So just some noodling along with a drawing with waffles video on YouTube. This is off her video. Really cool head shape. I don't know what it is about that particular head shape that I find really nice. Again, just watching The Circle on Netflix and trying to draw some caricatures along as I went. They're not great, but hey, getting there. Everything's a step in the right direction. This is my sneezing Pikachu, so Pikachu, obviously. I was going to think I'd turn that into a t-shirt or a poster or something, but I might come back to that another time. Yeah, this is just again some doodling of heads. I really need to work on being able to create things without reference, so I need to expand my visual library. But I got an Andrew Loomis book, Figure Drawing for All It's Worth, so I'm going to start working my way through that and see how that improves me. Anyway, that's all for that one. Thank you very much for watching, and I have my other book for the next one. Cheers.